guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of all signs for the new moon in Capricorn. So welcome if you're brand new to the channel. Happy to have you here. And for those of you who are subscribers or who have been following me for a while, this is my first time back in a few days after the holiday. Hope you had a lovely Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. I have not been well. So all the tests have been run, everything's been done, and by process of elimination, there's really nothing left to say, but it is probably IBS. Google it if you're not aware of what that stands for, and it's brutal. So I can now say that the past few days, I had one nice week, and then this past few days, you can call them episodes, which just take me out. And so I have been bedridden with all the unpleasantries that go with that diagnosis. So, yeah. Don't turn 63. I'm telling you, the wheels come off at 63. Anyway, let's jump in. We've got the oracle here. Oh my God, I can't even remember the name of the oracle. Anyway, let's just go ahead and pull the cards. I always pull this breaking trail. This is where we've come from. A breakthrough is at hand, where we are presently choosing your path. All is possible. I love the message. That feels like the Two of Wands, right? And the answers are within. Taking shelter, the answers are within. Kind of like a hermit message, almost, where we're headed. And so this is the last new moon of the year, and it is a new moon in Capricorn. So let me give you some astrology around that. This is a time-stamped reading, so of course, if you don't want to learn anything about the new moon, just jump ahead to the tarot reading. But I'm giving you some curated info from other astrologers and sites that I think are reputable for this final new moon of the calendar year, and I'm reading off of it now. So if you see me looking at something, that's what I'm looking at. The luminaries, the sun and the moon, kind of are conjunct for a new moon. They're meeting in the sign of Capricorn, and they're inviting us to set tangible, right? It's earth. It's an earth sign, tangible, practical intentions for 2025 and beyond. This event is occurring at 9 degrees of the sign of Capricorn, so it always behooves you to pull up your natal chart. Don't worry about planets and points and all that. You're just trying to find where 9 degrees of Capricorn lands in your natal chart, meaning what house, okay? And it's happening at 5:26 p.m. That's Eastern time, so I'm on the East Coast of the United States. And it's a powerful time to sort of renovate our commitment, that's a Capricornian word, to what is valuable, meaningful, and significant to us. To get clear about what we intend to build, that's a Capricornian word, to manifest and to create. Capricorn rules the 10th house, right, of career, of our persona, of our ambitions. So think about those themes. Even if this is not happening in your 10th house, it doesn't matter. There are themes around occupation, career, goals, ambitions, what we're striving for in life. So keep that in mind. It's an opportunity to reflect on how we invest our time and energy, to renew our visions and aspirations, and restructure, big Capricornian word. Actually, that's more Saturnian. Saturn rules Capricorn. Restructure our lives according to how we have changed in the past 12 months. Okay? So we're kind of looking back to January 11th was the last new moon in Capricorn. So if you want to go back and look I'm going to try at the end of this reading, I won't know till I get there, if I can bring in the thumbnail for that reading for the new moon in Capricorn on January 11th, so that if you want to, you can watch and see what that was about. I believe, if I know what I titled it, it was The Voyage. This voyage of the heart requires new boundaries. Boundaries, big Capricornian word, okay? So that was a year ago, pretty much. So it's an invitation to take some time for ourselves, to reflect on the lessons we've learned and how to apply them in the upcoming months. This new moon invites us to integrate those lessons. Again, very Saturnian. How can we approach our goals with more care, resisting the pull of urgency in favor of deliberate, sustainable effort? The answer lies in Capricorn's steady climb, right? The sea goat goes up the mountain, reminding us that mastery isn't about getting there fast. It's about getting there with integrity. And mastery is a practice. Mastering anything in relationship, that's what I'm here to read about, is a practice. We get better over time and effort. It's a process of devotion and commitment to striving, not arriving. In relationship, we never get there. We're always in process of making our relationships better. And we're always in a process of becoming the better partner. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. It's a concept that Capricorn embodies better than any other sign. And it's ruled by Saturn, the planet of time and discipline, the great teacher, as well as the lord of karma. Capricorn teaches us, that's Saturn, of course. Capricorn teaches us that mastery isn't achieved in leaps, but in careful, deliberate steps, like the slow erosion that shapes a mountain or the patient crafting of a masterpiece. I love that sentence. The patient crafting of a masterpiece. Capricorn reminds us that the process itself is sacred. This new moon invites us to embody this wisdom, to find fulfillment in the effort, and to trust that the small, consistent actions we take today will one day create something extraordinary. It's not about arriving at the summit, but about becoming the person who is resilient and brave enough to climb it. And I think even in that reading, it might not be that one specifically, but I remember in a Capricornian reading, I talked about Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance, and the part where the father's trying to teach the son that it's not about getting to the summit, it's about the journey up the mountain. So that's sort of what I took away from this part of the astrology here. It's not about arriving at the summit, but becoming the person who is resilient and brave enough to climb it. So keep that in mind as we move through this reading, and as you move through your intention setting, what you want to bring to your connection or connections in the year to come, what kind of relationship you want, what kind of dynamic you're seeking in the relationship you have or in the relationship you seek, where it is a process of becoming, and the effort you put in and the effort you receive back, coming back at you, will build something that is enduring. And it takes time, and it doesn't happen overnight. And it takes bravery, and it takes resilience. Yeah. And it's something that you're aiming for, that masterpiece that is etched, that becomes the mountain, that has that broad base, and then becomes something that you aspire slowly and surely to ascend. Really lovely. I found all of this through, where did I get a lot of this? I want to give you the source. Some from Cosmic RX. I love that. Magic of I love that. Those are just two. Some others, but just weaving all of their, their poetry together and then curating that so I can deliver their poetry to you. So those are the two sources I referenced. Moon Omens as well was in there as well. Moon Omens. So that's what I have. Yes, a breakthrough is at hand. I will likely be doing a reading tomorrow for you with Venus square Uranus. That's where we're coming from. A breakthrough is at hand. All is possible, choosing the path, right? That's a Two of Wands where the guy has the world in the palm of his hand. And there's this breakthrough is at hand and everything is possible. And then the taking shelter card, but I love the lantern here that we're seeing, and it says the answers are within. So I feel like that's the lantern that the hermit is carrying. And it's almost like where we look within ourselves on this journey for those answers as we're becoming wiser as we move forward. So that's the message there. I'm going to do an abbreviated Celtic cross, and the final 3 cards that I would normally pull will be part of the extended. Remember that if you have any of the memberships, whether it's the All Access Pass or any of the Aries through Pisces monthly memberships, you already get the extended. So make sure you go to moments.com, log in, and scroll to the New Moon collection, and it's there for you. All others, the link is below for that. Okay? All right. Keep in mind, it is still a general reading, so this may not speak to everyone. Just take it as it resonates for you. I do offer private readings if you're interested. The link is below. Knight of Swords. Funny that this comes through because I just got done talking about the urgency, right? And how with this, we need to set some intentions to slow our roll. This would be more like we need more methodical and deliberate, like Knight of Pentacles kind of energy. The Knight of Swords, the overall energy is we're wanting quick fixes. We need to clear the air about something, sure, but maybe there's some frustration that it isn't happening as fast. What's crossing us here? 7 of Wands. Yes, some defensiveness, some resistance. You can even tell by looking at her. She's kind of like, nope. Right? There is some kind of resistance or defensive posture here while there's a need to quickly clear something up. Root of the problem, 7 of Pentacles, we're losing patience. Something's taking too long. In the past, the Star. Star can be talking about hope. Maybe some hope being lost. Maybe there's a need for healing for some. Of course, I'll clarify. Top of mind, 8 of Swords. So I don't know what my next best move is. I'm feeling stuck. I'm kind of like second guessing myself, overthinking everything. Probably hence the need for clarity, and the Knight of Swords, is that sense of urgency because you're kind of feeling bound and gagged here, right? I don't know what to do. And in the near future, the Lovers. Beautiful. Because that's the card of choice. We're talking about this beautiful connection, something sacred. So while I can feel the urgency, I'm also suggesting to you that there is part of the problem is that this is something you're going to need to set the intentions around and then understand that the day you plant the seed is not the day the garden grows, that there's something that needs to sort of evolve a little bit more organically than may be comfortable for you. So let's see the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Right. Seven of Cups. That is what crossed last time in the reading the new moon in Capricorn. Back in January, it was what was the crossing card. And the Tower was the opening card. So this is now, listen to me, this closes out the new moon in Capricorn. Okay, so it's the annual, right? We're closing out the year-long cycle for this lunation. This was the opening card a year ago, January 11th, crossed by the Seven of Cups. So now you see, you want to go back and watch that reading and pick up something that feels like it's been unsustainable. It was a wobble then, and lots of confusion and overwhelm. And we're still trying to clear something up here from the bottom of the deck. Temperance was, honest to gosh, temperance was up here in the top of mind, in the conscious awareness, a need to kind of, honestly, can't make it up. Can't make it up. And I told you then, as I'm telling you now, that there is some need here. This is a patience card as well. It's a, look, there's an aspect here where you need to understand that in time, all the energies will come into flow and balance. And so there's this part that I feel we're kind of coming back and tying up some loose ends. And yet you're still in this stuck energy. Some of you, not all of you, but there's this second guessing now because this is all the clarifiers for the Knight of Swords. Like this, I don't have the clarity. There's defensiveness or resistance either from you or your person. Maybe both of you kind of have this posture, and there's still some residual confusion, second guessing. I don't know what to do about this. There's still something that feels unsustainable, like I don't have that solid foundation. This isn't sustainable for the long haul. I don't know how much more patient I can be. Right? Now we're losing patience. Seven of Pentacles. Page of Swords, the World. Six of Wands. Okay, so at the root of the problem, you've got some curiosity here, the World card, endings and new beginnings, and the Six of Wands. Okay. So now we have a new flavor, and the flavor is, well, if I know that we can have a reconciliation, see that Wreath of Peace, the World card, almost as if it's appearing on that Six of Wands, like, well, if we can reconcile it, close out the difficult cycle, have a new beginning, I'm curious, then maybe that's a cause for me to be more patient. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so I'm going to encourage you to set intentions around this right here. Like, and so it is. Just say that. And so it is. So drop out that Page of Swords. Act as if. That's a seed of intention right there that, well, I see this difficult chapter coming to an end. That's the intention I'm setting. I want to close out the difficulty. I want to close out what's not sustainable. I want to close out the confusion and the overwhelm and the mixed messages. And I want to invite a reconciliation, a meeting in the middle, something we both agree on that is the jumping off point so that I'm no longer feeling stuck, that I know my next best step, and that we choose each other, right? Like that's a really good place to start. Because if the root of the problem is a patience issue, that's where you can set intentions. Bury it deep, okay? Treat it well with positive energy. So all you're doing here is removing the well, if, and just say, and so it is. May it be so, and so it is. Make that your intention right there. Because that's part of intention setting, is acting as if. And now you know what it is. You want to close out this cycle, have this new beginning, and have that reconciliation be the launching point for something that feels a lot where you have more understanding. Less defensiveness. The star in the past. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, High Priestess. So there's hoping here for something more reciprocal, but lots of avoidance around it, right? And so operating on your intuition, I almost feel like intuitively getting hits of, I'm not sure I trust their intentions, because there was avoidance. So I'm not seeing the Seven of Swords in a super nefarious way in this situation. I feel there was continual hope and trying to trust that what you were giving would be returned, that there would be reciprocity, that there would be generosity, that you just kind of put it all, like, let it all ride. And it just, at some point, because the cards from the bottom of the deck, for those of you who are new, are what you can't see. So it's either in your unconscious awareness, your person's unconscious awareness, something playing out behind the scenes. In any event, you can't see it. You're getting sneak peeks at it here. So in the past, this, either there's something I'm not being told, but my intuition is kind of, I'm not sure that I can trust that this is happening, that it's coming back toward me, or that it ever will. Because with the star, we're talking about faith. We're talking about hope, dreams even, wishes. So if somebody's avoiding you, if somebody's avoiding that reciprocity for whatever reasons, and some of those reasons can be legit at first, and then you start going, something isn't passing the smell test here. And then we start going from intuition and dropping into suspicion. Not a great vibration, right? And then we start losing patience. Then we start getting defensive. Then we start acting like I Spy, Page of Swords. It all kind of goes south. And now we're like in a prison of our own making here. We're in the I can't have nice things card. Eight of Swords. Queen of Wands. Four of Cups. Feeling disempowered. Feeling very unhappy. So Queen of Wands kind of reversed. I'm stuck. I don't have the power to unstuck myself. Got to be careful how I say that, right? Four of Cups, disenchanted, disillusioned, unhappy, feeling rejected at the hands of somebody who isn't giving you a lot to work with. The King of Swords in the upright is very much about doing the right thing. It has a lot of integrity, is serving a cause greater than themselves, is about honesty, is about honor, etc. In their lower, reversed and often lower vibration can be aloof, can be distant, can be avoidant and evasive and not giving you straight talk, right? Sometimes we get that because they're the ultimate strategist in the tarot. So it feels to me like you're stuck because you're not really sure what you're dealing with and you're feeling disempowered in the situation. So that's top of mind to you, is like, I'm really feeling at a loss here. Don't know what my next best move is. And it's sort of self-perpetuating, right? Because the more you lose your sense of personal magic and self-efficacy, the deeper you fall into, from the Four of Cups to the Five of Cups, is despair and regret, and you're looking back like, how did I get in this mess? And the more paralyzed you feel. So in the near future, we have the Lovers, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. There's our Knight of Pentacles. Okay? So, I'm here to tell you that in the near future, you are going to have an opportunity to revisit a new beginning, a return of passion, exuberance, enthusiasm, but also what you can't see here is the need for something, like I just got done saying as I went through the astrology, that is deliberate and intentional and methodical, that begins with the end in mind. Because what's going to come at you is fast and furious and passionate, and it's everything you're wanting is the fast, is the quick, is the easy, is the speed. This is important. This is really important. That you don't forget the importance of pulling back on the reins and saying, yes, I'm glad you want what I want. You want me, I want you. But I want to up-level this connection. I want it to go the distance. I want it to have, longevity and staying power and sustainability. And so we got to slow our roll. I want an offer that's tangible, not just fleeting for the night. I want the staying power. So that's what we really need to explore as well in the extended. And so what we'll be looking at in the extended is the hidden energy, is the message from Spirit for you. I'm going Aries through Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So for you, and you can cross watch as well, message from Spirit, the hidden energies and the outcome, like what might unfold going forward. So really you want to prioritize what's happening going forward. And this will really be a big clue. Okay? So as you set intentions, you want a little bit of guidance from Spirit and what's happening behind the scenes, the hidden energies of your person. Okay? Because they may come in hot and you may need to pull back. Because this is the new moon that's talking about that methodical, deliberate, long-term vision of what you want this to be. Really beautiful, guys. We're in some quicksand here right now, but I feel we kind of come out of it. We step out of it. Yeah, for sure. A breakthrough is at hand. And all is possible, absolutely. And the answers that are within, I feel, come from this. This Knight of Pentacles is associated with the sign of Virgo, as is the Hermit. And I believe I said this is Hermit energy to my mind. And so you may need to kind of pull back into yourself to kind of slow everything down. Once you get the clarity that you don't have at this moment, it'll be important that you kind of tame the wild. Really lovely though. All right, so let me give you the astrology that showed up here. Before I do that, the link to the extended is below. Remember, all the membership people, you already have it. You should go to moments.com to access it. If you've enjoyed the reading and you haven't done so, do please subscribe below. That helps me grow the channel. Right now it has tanked because I haven't been here in 3 days because I haven't been well and y'all haven't been watching my videos, which really bums me out. So I just remind you that if you don't see me, please jump into a playlist, watch a video, rewatch a video. Because when I flatline, it'll take me 2 weeks to get back up to speed now, just for being gone for 3 days. That's how this platform works. All right, here we go. Knight of Swords is Gemini. Tower is Mars, which rules Aries. Temperance is Sagittarius. Can't believe these three cards are here. And that was exactly what we kicked off with back on January 11th with the new moon in Capricorn. Crazy. Page of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The World is Saturn, which rules Capricorn, and Aquarius used to be the ruler of Aquarius. The Star is Aquarius. How lovely. High Priestess is the Moon, which rules Cancer, the sign of Cancer. Queen of Wands is Aries. King of Swords is Aquarius. A lot of Aquarian energy here. The Lovers is Gemini. Knight of Wands is Sagittarius, and the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo. That's what I have for you. Thanks for joining me. New moon blessings to all. And I'm headed to the extended. I'm going all the way around the zodiac. Mini spreads for each sign. So I'll see you there. Bye for now.